Hello guys, welcome to another of my commentary video. This time it will be a classical commentary video commenting on one of my gameplays. And since I want to emphasize some topics regarding the trump card usage and how to be a hunter in general, this video will present only one gameplay of mine. If you want me, however, to give you tips on how you play Dream Witch and comment on a gameplay of yours, please upload it to YouTube or similar service and send me the link to my email, which you will find in the description, where you will also find the link to a playlist with all the commentary videos I have ever made. Please consider sending it in the best quality you can, because it's important to visualize details during the analysis, and avoid using copyrighted music for me not to have trouble with AdSense and YouTube in general. This match was played on Moonlit River Park. It was legendary. I chose to ban Priestess due to her mobility. I could have also blocked Mercenary, but he has only 4 pads, whereas Priestess has infinite portals giving time. With no further ado, let's go straight to the match. I like and dislike simultaneously this spawn. I like it because it's closest to the side of Moonlit River Park I like the most, and I dislike it because it means that generally there is no one in the circus, which is my favorite location to trap. I find first the Perfumer. I use her as my first victim because why not? And I put her leech here so she runs straight to spawn, but I was too late and I commit a mistake. Since I couldn't surprise hit her, I need to down her using Patroller, and so I started. Most important things to be a hunter is knowing very well the abilities of the character you're going to main, and also the abilities of the characters you're going to face. For example, here we have a prisoner. He has 2 starting strategies. He can connect his cipher to one being decoded by other person, so he would finish the second cipher faster. He would connect to a third cipher being decoded by someone else. He would finish that cipher as well, and he would finish his as a third, so he would decode 3 ciphers in a very small time. Or he will connect 2 ciphers very close by to finish 2 independent ciphers in a smaller time than normally. We can see back there's a cipher alone connected, and since it has no purple radius, it means that the prisoner is somewhere else. Since there is no one there, we can know for sure that he is in a cipher closest to that, in fact, so we already know the position of another character in the game in case we want to switch targets, and we also know which ciphers are being decoded, are being advanced, so that's information more that we will use in the future. So this patroller was a mistake, and thank God didn't work. It was a mistake because I used it far away from the Perfumer in an area that it's easily avoidable, as she's doing right now, and I'm happy it didn't work because otherwise I would have to hit her with her Lich, I would lose a follower, and I would need to tunnel her for a little longer, giving time enough for Cypher Rush in general. So I decided to switch target since I know already the position of the prisoner. I tried to take out spawn from the radius so I would have a shot in Terra Shocking him, but I was already prepared with Dream Witch's Patroller to give him the first hit. Always destroy the prisoner's connection and remember where he was connecting machines, so you know which machines are most advanced. Also, always take the followers you already have out of the radius so they keep track on the survivors and camp ciphers, stopping Cypher Rush efficiently. I'm trying to surround prisoner so I would have a leech inside and spawn outside. It didn't work quite well. I have to camp the Cypher Perfumery Zone, and that's very important in the end game. He 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 tricked me here. I still try to surround him with all the followers I have in the map, because in this point it's important to get it down. And here I am. I lost him, so I tried to take spawn off the radios in the direction Perfumery is, so she wouldn't decode. I also have to take Prisoner out of the radius in the direction of a cipher to know if a cipher is being decoded, and now I need to follow the Prisoner's leech, so I find Prisoner and get able to down him. He shocked me, and now I have 40 seconds before he can shock me again. Good thing I took spawn off the radio, so now I can surround him pretty efficiently and get him down. Like this. But here is a complicated spot for me, because there are 3 ciphers remaining, and this is the first chair, and almost everyone here has Titan. That means that in my endgame I will have 1 machine left and a lot of people alive, which means it will be overwhelmed, and probably I will need to switch to abnormal. And we will talk about trump card more later. Now it's important more than ever to camp ciphers and keep track on the survivor's location and try to stop the rescue. I need also to tunnel Prisoner as much as I can, so I can finish him quickly and have my endgame facilitated. Prisoner is going down and he connected machines, that means he will connect the most decoded, that's how I knew it was here. I have 3 options of chairs, one in my back, other in that wall, and the one I'm taking him. I chose that one because it's closest to where my other followers are, closest to the ciphers, and more difficult to go through the bridge to the other side. I managed to hit Mercenary. I tried to stop the rescue with Patroller. I was afraid Coordinator would shot me, thank god she didn't. But I can't hit Prisoner now, because I would be understaffed in the endgame. So I need to harm the most I can. Never forget this cipher, so I would know precisely where to camp later. And I still need a follower there so I can finish Prisoner, so I will send Perfumers. Here is Coordinator. I can chair Mercenary for the first time. I know that she will try to rescue. I wait for her to get closer, and I get Mercenary down so she would spend her flare gun. Now I can chair Mercenary more tranquilized because Coordinator has been stopped. Another connection. Another time, the most decoded one. Now it's 1 cipher remaining, and I have to switch to abnormal. We have 3 possibilities here. Change to blink, teleport, or abnormal. We switch to blink when we don't need time. We need only a facilitation in hunting. Which means, for example, if I had killed 2 or 1 person and I have more followers on the map, then it would make quicker for me to down and chair before detention time and would guarantee a victory. In this case, I have 1 person in the chair for the first time, more people with Titana, and 3 followers, 1 person hurt. I don't need hunting, I need time and a miracle, but I need time. So I switch it to abnormal to buy the enough time I need to guarantee a victory, because blinking this time wouldn't help me anyways. So I've gone to abnormal. I abnormed the cipher that was almost primed. I need to camp that cipher every time now and go to the second one being decoded, because they are not dumb. They will try to prime different machines and we have to stop them before abnormal gets weak. So now let's proceed with the march. I managed to harm 1 more person and down Mercenary again. I shouldn't worry about him. Now I should worry about the other ciphers and to make more followers on the game. This machine was almost primed, so I enjoyed the opportunity to abnorm it again. I need to centralize my followers into these two machines. I was trying to hurt and down everyone I can because shared people stops the last cipher decoding. And here I was going to try to scare, but I just hit Perfumer. I lost a follower, that was a mistake. I need to recover that follower now. The machine on the bridge is more advanced than the one I am camping with spawn, so it's time to move the main body and spawn to the location where the 3 other survivors are. The leech that will camp this cipher will be mercenaries, but I did it in front, so I would try to chair coordinator, taking out the follower out of the radius altogether. Unfortunately, she healed herself or was healed, so I just take it out of the radius and try to search for her in the circus. That was when I heard the prisoner's connection, which was strategic, and we will see why. So, he did this so I would lose time thinking that this was the cipher connected. He connected the one in the bridge, that means that he wanted the shock and it was almost primed. I got here before leeching. I abnormed the cipher so they wouldn't prime it before I do anything else. My abnormal is almost useless, so I need to guarantee one more kill before they manage to prime all those ciphers. So I start to pursue everyone I can, just to guarantee this kill or this chair and have a relaxation time. Prisoner is easier to get than Perfumer. Perfumer is the best kiter, so she will probably be the last one. I see he going to that obstacle. I make my follower to follow automatically, so he would down and I could down him and kill him. So now I have a draw, a guaranteed draw. They will prime that machine. My abnormal is not good enough right now, so I need to leech coordinator so I could hunt in detention time Perfumer and coordinator, and I transform this game in a 3 versus 1. I need to stop everyone to decoding the gate. I can't let anyone open gates until I guarantee a victory. So we need to pursue people simultaneously. That requires multitasking, and it's difficult because you have only to switch directions and keep taking out of the radius the followers so they would walk automatically and you could focus more time on downing a person. I decided to focus on coordinator because she proved herself to be the easiest one to down in this circumstance, because Perfumer is a good kiter. She stalled me the entire game. That's why my end game was so difficult. I lost coordinator, but I still need to stop Perfumer, so we need to be in movement every time. I was sending spawn to where it's most needed to centralize my followers. And when I start to pursue Perfumer, I take advantage to approach with my main body and to check where the coordinator's follower is going to, so I know where she went. When I check coordinator's follower, I see that they got the roller coaster. I get in to make her get out, but she entered the roller coaster and I terror shocked her, so I guarantee a down. I still can't forget about Perfumer because she may have a tie turner and they can win this match because of the tie turner. So I need to stop it until I guarantee really a victory. I will need to chair coordinator farthest that I can from the gate and start again pursuing Perfumer. That probably is the leeching or decoding the gate, and we'll see. So Perfumer was not in the gate, which is good for me. I start to pursue her. My detention is over. She let me hit her, so I would lose my follower and she would be able to decode the gate. Luckily though, she didn't decode enough, so it won't have enough time to open the gate and leave. It's a guaranteed victory with a 4-man down. And this kind of ending happens when you can't have a good early game. But it also shows us that we don't need to be worrying too much about committing mistakes. If we commit mistakes in the early game, it will sure be difficult, but not the end of the match. You still can manage a victory or a draw, depending on how you conduct the middle and the end game. So the middle and end game are the most important parts of a game with Dreamwitch. Focus on that multitasking, and everything will be okay. Thank you for watching my video today, and please like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and have a nice week. See you next weekend.